June is Alzheimer's and Brain Awareness Month, and worldwide 50 million people are living with Alzheimer's and other dementias.
Yeah, and joining us now to talk about the epidemic of cognitive decline and what's being done about it is Dr. Stephen Wander, author of Finding a Wandering Mind. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
So first, what is Alzheimer's, and does it just affect the elderly?
No, Alzheimer's is of 7 stages. So there's you start with typically subcognitive clinical decline, which is typically when the person starts to notice, hey, I'm not as sharp as I used to be.
Okay.
Then move into mild cognitive impairment, which is when other people, family members, friends, coworkers start to notice, and a lot of times there's a lot of denial. And these people, you know, because they're overtaking notes, they're using a calendar, and basically, if they lost this calendar, their life would be ruined. And then you can move into the other stages of Alzheimer's. And so it's now the 3rd leading cause of death. And unfortunately, there's no traditional medical model care for these people. If you get diagnosed, they're basically told, hey, get your affairs in order, get a power of attorney, and all of the treatment is for the actual caretaker, not for the patient.
Yeah, so how do you diagnose it? Because sometimes I think I'm forgetful and I'm like, oh no, I've got, early signs of dementia.
Yeah.
So how do you know if it's just forgetfulness or, something more
Well, there's
serious?
state-of-the-art technology now where we can do a brain MRI without contrast and get a report. And the report can show you how much shrinkage is actually in the brain. And this can be done up to 40 years before there's any mental decline going on. And so a lot of people, especially if they're family members or friends and they've seen someone suffering from this, they're like, hey, I want to get this checked out. And there is a new protocol which was invented in 2014, which, as long as the person's not in stage 6 or 7 Alzheimer's, has a 92% success ratio.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the traditional treatment. What is that?
There's none.
Okay.
Pfizer in January of this year stopped all its funding, and they said, hey, this doesn't work. And the 360 people in that division were all laid off.
And is it reversible?
It is 92% successful in reversing and preventing, as long as someone is not in too late of a stage, stage 6 or 7.
Okay, so if we want to find out more information, where can we go?
We can go to my website, which is drwander.com with doctor spelled out.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be right back.